The announcement itself, I think, was really just a matter of time for a large number of globally connected companies to start to provide more details on the disruption that I think has already been quite visible when you've looked at activity levels within China themselves and maybe what some of those upstream suppliers were saying about their ability to get back to work. So in that sense, I think the announcement by itself, not so much of a surprise. When we take a step back and look more broadly at economic activity in China, the sense we have is that where companies have gone back to work in greater or lesser degrees, it kind of varies by industry. So for example, when you look at heavy industry or more commodity based, so steel for example, actually production does seem to have come back online quite quickly. Whereas when you look further downstream, if you look at the autos or electronics parts of the market, that perhaps actually we are really not running at anywhere near the kind of rates we were running before. And that is, I think, going to have a knock-on impact. I wouldn't describe it as a huge surprise, but we're starting to get a few more details, and I don't think this will be the last of those more detailed announcements from companies.
It also raises another question as to whether or not this is a Q1, Q2 story, or if this is going to be a 2020 story. I mean, it looks like the impact could really, also it depends a function on whether the virus gets contained or not. You know, we don't have that information as of now, but certainly it is appearing as though this could have a long-lasting impact, much longer impact than we had initially anticipated.
I think it would be too optimistic to say we can have this wrapped up and get back to normal by Q2 numbers. I think that's very unlikely. Having said that, it then brings you back to the question you pointed up, which is where exactly do we think we go in terms of containment? I think personally, the way we're trying to build portfolios and the prudent way to position at this stage, I think, is to assume that it is going to be difficult to contain. And therefore, we should be positioned both for more companies to talk about the disruption we've already had, but I think also for us, for example, to see new clusters, but potentially some outside of China. And then the real question, I think, for economic activity and for business supply chains is going to be what kind of restrictions are put in place. Because obviously what we're seeing now is the knock-on effect of quite severe restrictions on mobility within China. And the question is whether we see those extended within China, and then also what do we see in other countries. That's really going to be the key driver.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.